Wow. I cannot believe they're doing this. Well, I guess I can. Pardon me if y'all see the mass tan, as you can see on my face, you know, my forehead down to the middle of my nose. But today, we are going to talk about what's going on right now with the whole super straight thing. And if you don't know what super straight means, it basically means that if you're heterosexual, you only date cis people. Now, what are cis people? If you don't know what that means, well, that means that you are not trans. Like for me, I'm a heterosexual man. If I am super straight, I'm only attracted to cisgender women, not transgender women. So basically, it excludes the transgender women from the attraction, all right? So that's what's going on right now. Now, I believe that this was basically created by a TikToker.
So guys, I made a new sexuality now, actually. It's called super straight, okay? Since straight people, or straight men as myself, I get called transphobic because I wouldn't date a trans woman. You know, they're like, would you date a trans woman? I'm like, no, why? That's a female. No, like, that's not a real woman to me. Like, I want real woman. No, you're just transphobic. So now, I'm super straight. I only date the opposite gender, women, that are born women. So you can't say I'm transphobic now.
And it's been getting out of hand with some of the responses that I've seen. Now, I understand why the men who made this made it, because a lot of people were saying, oh, if you don't date trans women, then you're transphobic. But just because I understand it doesn't mean that I support it. You feel me? Now, just to be clear, this isn't and shouldn't be a sexuality at all, much like microlabels that conflate preferences other than sexual attraction. This includes a microlabel like sapiosexual. What that means is that you're only attracted to intelligent people. Yes, that's a sexuality. I might have to no, I'm not gonna do that. I hope that people are unironically identifying as this and not actually doing this as a real thing. So with this whole thing going on one side of this fiasco, you have people saying that you're transphobic if you identify as super straight, and they immediately invalidate this identity. But then you got guys identifying as this, and I don't know if I can take them seriously. Like, I don't know if they're truly being genuine about this whole super straight thing. Here's the problem. A lot of guys that are identifying as super straight, I don't think they know how bad the rabbit hole can get starting with them, starting with this. Although it didn't really start with them, but like I said earlier, there's a lot of micro labels out there, and this would kind of categorize as one. And really, micro labels like this, or micro labels that are brought upon like this, should not really exist as labels on their own. And these guys would probably be against micro labels themselves. But the other problem with this is that some people on the other side that have been very accepting of different sexualities and different identities, for the most part, when they heard a super straight, they were like, nah, we ain't gonna let that fly. That is immediately invalidated. And it's like, hold on now. You were one of the people who were always open arms. But when this comes about, you're like, nah. You're immediately, come on. I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying. So both sides are acting in conflicting interests, you could say. But if you were one of those people saying that you're transphobic for not wanting to date trans women, you kind of started this. A wise man once told me, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And that's what happened here. All right, you played a stupid game by saying if you don't want to date trans women, you're transphobic. So the stupid prize that you got was men saying,
all right, well, you know what? I guess I just identify as super straight. All right, so now you can't call me transphobic. It's just a part of my sexuality.
That is the stupid prize you won. You want to play a stupid game, you got the stupid ass prize. Stupidity breeded stupidity here. But like I said earlier, there is no need to make this a sexuality, because really when you look at it, you could just say that you're straight, but also say in the same token, yeah, but I don't date trans women, all right? I would prefer not to date a trans woman. And to be honest, there's reasons as why you wouldn't want to date a trans woman. I'm not going to call those people transphobic. I completely understand, all right? But that does not mean it's okay to start it just logically doesn't make sense. Dating preferences do not constitute new sexualities.
But bro, I don't like girls who used to be dudes.
But if you didn't know, you'd probably still be attracted by their appearance. I mean, look, there's a ton of toxic girls out there who are some baddies, right? But I probably wouldn't want to date them. Does that make me non-toxic sexual? I don't think, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. So I really hope that you do understand what's going on right now. If you still don't understand, just please let me know in the comments down below, or go on the subreddits, all right, and ask for yourself, all right, because we really need to have a lot of discourse about this. So stupidity, like this whole super straight thing, does not happen again. The dudes who started this, they're all wrong. Like there's no point in doing that. Like, they're all stupid. But so were the other people calling them transphobic for not wanting to date trans people. I don't know what they expected from that. And yeah, that's why we need to have better discourse with each other. Try not to get so offended by somebody's opinions, because a lot of people come from places and in environments where they're not as educated on certain things. So if somebody does have an ignorant opinion, it'd be best to enlighten them with the facts and your experiences, and if they choose to be ignorant after that, then that's on them. So dive deeper and actually want to have these conversations, because I know there's a lot of dudes who don't want to have these conversations about it. And if you don't want to have the conversations about it, then nothing's going to be solved. So to you dudes, you got to have the conversation about it. Just like the white people who don't want to have conversations about racial injustices. No, you got to enlighten yourself on these things, because these issues are affecting a lot more people than you actually think. And it's kind of selfish to just sit back and say, you know what, I don't care. I think we owe it all to ourselves to educate ourselves, you know, to talk to each other, have better conversations, so something like super straight does not happen again. All right, because this was so stupid. They even got a flag, bro. The flag's ugly. All right, I've seen a lot of the flags of the different identities, and this is like a pretty ugly one. But to be fair, the heterosexual flag is pretty dull. Like, you know, I'm not saying I was oppressed by being heterosexual, but like, damn, they really gave us this flag. Like, wow. All right, I'll take it. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this. As always, it's been another Picante J video. I'm sorry I've been out for 2 weeks. You know, I've been trying to get stuff done. And, you know, it's about to be a stressful 2 weeks for your boy after this. But please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace. Ballin' too hard through the net, swish. I'm coming with the heat, you need protection. You'll be doomed if you enter my section. Yeah, I'm coming.